Welcome to Get to Know Crypto. It's your host Sub0501, and now I'm going to be teaching you about JPG Store. JPG Store is one of the biggest, actually it is the biggest Cardano marketplace that we use for buying, selling, and trading. So let's check it out. So as you see, this is JPG Store. As we scroll down, we can see that there are a lot of different NFTs on the marketplace. Right now, we look at the top NFT collections over the past 7 days, and we see some that are very familiar to some, and some that are not familiar at all. But in reality, all of these will become familiar after a period of time of just working with NFTs, because your eyes go across some of everything that come across your screen. And it's always enticing to be invested into something that may 10 times, 20 times, 1,000 times explode in price. And you be able to sell your assets and make a profit. So as we scroll up, we're going to click after you get your login. And after you, of course, have been able to install your wallet, you're going to click on your actual profile. As you click on your profile, you can scroll down and it'll show you your wallet information, and it'll show you the NFTs you have in your wallet. Now, these NFTs are the non-fungible tokens that you have been purchasing throughout your tenure inside of the Cardano community. These NFTs, you purchase them for a set price, and then you sell them for a set price. This actual site also shows you your current activity with dealing with different NFTs and stuff, such as what has sold, what you listed last, the amount that you listed for, where the actual NFT went, where it came from, which is your wallet address, and it shows you the date in which the NFT was either listed, sold, or delisted from the blockchain. As we look at the NFTs in the My NFT section, you can see that the NFTs have each individual trait based off of the community that is producing the NFTs for you. As we look at Invisible Buddies, Invisible Buddies came out about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and they have a unique style in which they produce their NFTs. It's unlike anything that we have on the blockchain, to be honest. However, each NFT's community reacts different to the artwork that's presented to them, and the usability and the tokenomics that comes along with it. So just purchasing NFTs just to purchase it can make you lose a lot of money, especially when those NFTs do not have a threshold to grow in value based off of what the community is doing and what the developers in the community are developing for the community. So as we go back, I want to show you something. Go back to home. Go back to your profile. Scroll down. I'm going to show you sell. NFTs that you place for sale. When you place them for sale, you have them on the marketplace. They are no longer in your possession. So as we look at the for sale, we see the ones that are tied to our wallet, but they are not in our possession. They are not in the My NFT section, because when you place them for sale, you have something called a smart contract. The smart contract takes your asset and it holds your asset until someone uses their ADA to purchase your asset at the value that you set for it to be worth. Such as these axles. These axles are worth 10 a piece for what we are selling them for. This Oni is worth $5.50 a piece. It's based off of what we're selling it for. But truth be told, this Oni is probably worth about $4,000 to $5,000. because of the community that it's in. But you got to remember, with NFTs, you have three types. You have long holds, you have short holds, and then you have quick flips. Under the circumstance that it's a long hold, be prepared to spend money and hold it in that asset for an extended period of time until it grows. Some NFTs never grow because you invest into the wrong NFTs. It's the only explanation for it. What I'm here to do is to help you know which NFTs to invest in, which ones are the best ones to invest, which ones have the best threshold to grow, which ones have the best communities to communicate with, and that will allow more people into the communities to purchase more assets and to grow with the community. These things are very important when it comes down to purchasing NFTs, because there are NFTs that dissipate just because the developers and the community are toxic towards one another. We want to make sure that we're making the best decision for your financial future. So, going forward, let's click on that Oni. I'm going to show you something. JPG Store is so unique. I love JPG Store. Each time you click upon an asset, if it isn't something that belongs to you, you can click on this address right here. And when you click on it, it'll pull up the address that the asset belongs to. Fortunately, that address is ours. It's mine. So, I look at my own address. But let's go back up and go to the marketplace. Scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to show you something. All right, so Omega Corps. Omega Corps just dropped today. The bottom is probably around 100. They were 88 a piece, and as of right now, they're trending very good. Let's click on this Omega Corps. All right, let's see where the bottom is. It was at 99 earlier. I'm projecting it's probably at 100. It's still loading. We're gonna get into all these numbers here in a minute. Okay, it's still at 89. These are new NFTs that are being posted on the blockchain by individuals just like me and you that were able to participate, purchase brand new artwork in the community. These are the type of artworks that we purchase on a regular basis. I'm not saying they look like this, but this is what happens when a community drops brand new artwork. They flood the marketplace, and you can purchase brand new assets that were just minted 3, 4, 5 hours ago. Scroll back up. I want to show you. A little neat feature. Hit the sun. If you don't like a dark screen, you can change it to a bright screen on majority of the web pages that we use, because some people have sensitive eyes. I use a dark screen, but sometimes I do switch it to the bright screen, especially if I'm getting sleepy, but I need to stay up and grind and crunch these numbers and figure out what's going on. That's what I do. But JPG Store is the biggest store. It's probably the third store to be produced on the Cardano blockchain. And it's awesome because everyone uses JPG Store. They give royalties. If you see a project that has this emblem right here, this crown, that means that they get royalties. And if they have this blue check right here, that means that they are verified. So we want to look for projects that are verified, and we want to check out the ones that have royalties. Some people veer away from purchasing, buying, selling, and trading because the royalties be too high. Some royalties be 15, 10%, but it depends on the artwork. If they only have 200, 300 pieces, then the percentage in royalty is rightly upped because there's not much going being bought, sold, or trade for that community. But enough said about JPG Store. JPG Store is what I personally use to buy, sell, and trade. There are a couple of other ones. Later on, when you get deeper involved, I'm going to teach you about CNFT Jungle. I'm going to teach you about Genesis House. And I'm going to teach you about some of the other platform marketplaces that there are. Until then, like, subscribe, hit the notification. Make sure you're tuning in for the next videos. And we're going to go to the moon together. This is Sub-0501. I'll holler at you. Peace. Bruh, just so cool. Let's fucking go to the moon!